Okay, so I still owe you, we'll say 5 laps, and so far so good. I'm gonna start pushing a little harder now.
All right, awesome.
You've seen the track. I'm gonna show you a couple tricks too on the racetrack to get you a little bit more acceleration out of that turn 4 that I was telling you about.
Awesome.
And you're pretty smooth. Just have to learn the track and figure out which way it goes. You know, once you learn that, I think you're gonna be okay. Yeah, you're pretty good.
So if we number the turns, just let me know when 4's coming up, so I know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call out the turns for you this first lap out, kind of show you what turn I'm actually talking about.
All right, gotcha.
All right, let's do it. Foot on the brake. We'll click it into first gear. We'll pull straight out down that lane.
People will come in, or
no, you're good.
I'm so used to driving manual where you have to push the clutch in when you're slowing down.
You feel the car do that for you as you give it throttle. It lets the clutch out for you. It's a little different than an automatic. A little more forward this way, a little more, and you're clear. Hard left through the blue. Upshift here. Aim for that green cone. Upshift again.
Sorry.
Balance throttle here. Looking down the straightaway already. This is turn 1 right here. Squeeze on the throttle. Fast you can down the straightaway. Upshift here. That green cone up there is where you're aiming at the top of turn 2. Brake really firm. Downshift once. Just past this green cone. Ease off the brakes. Ease it in there. A little bit of throttle. Looking down the straightaway. Squeezing the throttle. Looking for that green at the top of turn 3. Brake here. Aiming for that green cone. Ease off the brakes, ease it in there. All the way down to the apex of turn 3 here, squeezing the throttle far right side. Brake a little bit, ease off the brakes, all the way down to the apex of turn 4 here. Unwind the wheel right there, use up that racetrack, squeeze on the throttle. There you go, and then brake, aiming for the green. I'm gonna hold you out wide this time. Corvette's coming, a little bit of throttle here, a little more. All right, tuck it in tight, a little bit of throttle. Unwind the wheel, fast you can, far right side. Upshift here, it'll do that by itself, by the way. Brake. No brakes, turn it now. A little bit of throttle here. That green cone right there, you want to look for that before the chicane. Braking, ease off the brakes and ease it in there. Hold it in there tight. A little bit of throttle. A little more. Fast you can. Go for it.
Oh, I upshifted. Oh, sorry.
Downshift. There you go. Fast you can. Keep going. And then brake, downshift. Ease off the brakes. Go past the green. Ease it in. A little bit of throttle here. I'll show you a trick next time.
Right.
A little bit more throttle. A little more. A little more throttle. Far right side, go for it. Brake here, aim for the green cone. Brake harder, harder, harder. Ease off the brakes as you turn it in tight. A little bit of throttle here. A little more. Far right side of the track. Brake. Ease off the brakes, start your turn. All the way down to the apex. Unwind a little bit. There you go. Squeeze on that throttle. Then brake really hard this time. You got a lot more speed. Turned a little early right there. You want to get all the way to that green cone. A little bit of throttle. A little more. Fast as you can. Brake here, release it, turn it. Look for that green at the top of turn 1. Straight at it. Brake here. There you go. Ease off the brakes and ease it in there. So you could go full throttle through this chicane. It's frightening, but it's fun. Fast you can. Go for it. You having fun yet?
Awesome.
All right. Upshift here. Keep going as fast as you can. Keep going. Brake really hard. Harder, harder. Downshift once. Ease off the brakes. Turn it in there tighter and tighter. Just a little bit of throttle. Unwind fast you can. Left side of the track. Brake really hard. Harder, 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 harder. Ease off the brakes. Ease it in. A little bit of throttle here. All the way to the right side of the track. Brake here. Ease off the brakes. Turn it now all the way down to the inside. Unwind a little bit. Squeeze that throttle. There you go. And then brake. Straight line to the green. Get real close this time. Ease off the brakes. And now start your turn. A little bit of throttle. Hold it in there tight. Look down the straightaway to the right side. Squeeze the throttle. Unwinding. Far right side. Brake here. Release the brakes. Turn it. Look for that green cone up there at the top of 1. Full throttle. Then brake hard. Hard as you can. Ease off the brakes. Now you can turn it. Not too much throttle. There you go. So if you get on the throttle too soon, you felt how you had to lift?
Yes.
So that's going to blow your momentum. Upshift here. So you want to stay balanced through the turn and then squeeze on the throttle. Brake, aim for the green. Downshift once. Stay this way. Then start your turn. A little bit of throttle. A little bit more throttle. A little more. There you go. Start to unwind the wheel. See that there? So you got a lot more speed. Brake really hard. Aim for the green. Braking, braking. Ease it in now. Just a little bit of throttle. Look to the right side of the track up there. Squeeze that throttle as you unwind. Then brake. Ease it in real tight, all the way down to the apex. Not too much. Now you just squeeze it on. There you go, and then brake. So you're a little wide there, and you got on the power a little too hard initially, and that shot you out a little wide. So you just want to find that sweet spot, just like that. Squeeze the throttle, far right side, upshift here. Then brake, turn it down, a little bit of throttle, a little more throttle, a little more, and then brake, straight line to the green. Braking, 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 no brakes. Now you can turn it. Turn it tight, a little bit of throttle. Squeeze that throttle as you unwind, fast you can. See if we can get that superleggero right there. Upshift here. Here we go. This is lap 5 right here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Brake really hard. Harder, harder. Downshift. Ease off the brakes. Ease it in there. Tighter, turn tighter, tighter, tighter. Now you can squeeze it as you unwind, fast you can. Aim for that car. Brake really hard. Harder, harder. Brake harder, harder. Ease it in there now. Just a little bit of throttle. Upshift here. There you go, far right side, brake. Ease it in there, all the way down to the inside. Just a little bit of throttle. There you go, squeeze that throttle and then brake really hard. We're gonna back it down a little bit. We'll stay wide through here and we'll pull off just past that white cone out there. You would have had him. That's supposed to be a faster car. You did pretty good.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Did you have fun out here today?
Amazing.
That was pretty cool. We did end up doing 8 laps total with the red flag, so get you that extra lap to build up the speed.
I think what happened was I wanted to downshift because I was anticipating, but you know, you called it perfect. It was like,
right.
Every time I listened to it, it got a little faster.
Right, right. You get faster and faster every lap. We'll go through here, same thing. We'll park next to that Corvette over there. Just inch on up there. They'll move eventually. Alright, right there is good. I'll put it in neutral for you and just turn the wheel all the way to the left. Any questions?
No.
You did pretty good. Awesome. That second session that we went out there, that was way better than your first.
You know what?
Pretty good.
Once I started, you're telling like right when the cone to brake, it just like, it seemed like the track got so much longer.
Right.
Because it was able to get that straight line.
Right. And if you turn too soon or get on the throttle too soon, you start running out of racetrack.
That's exactly.
Yeah, so you want to get all the way to those cones before you turn. And that long straightaway, when you get down to turn 2, I turn after the cone because the turn is beyond 90 degrees. So you want to get the car out there and pointed down the next straightaway, and that'll get you more throttle through the apex of the corner. That's what gives you that straightaway speed. And then each time you do one corner really well, that means you have to be even better on the next one because you're going faster into it. So I have to brake harder, right? So
that's as you're saying, you have more speed this time. Brake
harder,
so
yeah. So each time you do this turn good, you better be even better for the next one.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah.
And the harder you brake, the faster you're going to be able to go. That gets you on the throttle sooner. If you get on the throttle too soon, not braking hard enough, you're going off the track. So it's all about braking hard, knowing when to get on the throttle, not too soon, not too late. That's how you get speed out of the track. Anybody could go full throttle in a straight line. It's how soon can you do it, you know? You did good, man. That was fun.
Awesome, Chris.
I'll get you your video card here. Make sure you take it back to video desk, and they'll let you take a look at it.
All right.
Check out your lap times and all that good stuff.